Thank you for letting me be a vessel to portray what I'm about to give to my brothers and sisters, because it is well needed, Father God. And just continue to show me your will and your way for my life, Father God. In Yeshua HaMashiach's name I pray. Amen.
Hallelujah.
So let it be.
Let it be so.
I want to start off with one thing. Moshe. In the wilderness. It's here. What was the tabernacle of congregation? What was it?
The tabernacle?
Yeah. No, what was the tabernacle? When Moshe was in the wilderness, he built the tabernacle. Tabernacle of congregation. According to King James Version, y'all. Well, he built it. What was it, though? What was it consistent of? I'm not going to hold you long. It's just kind of off the cuff, but I want to bring it from Scripture.
Like the Holy of Holies.
But it was a tent.
Oh, yes.
It was a tent. When the 12 tribes set up around it, what were they in? Tent. Okay? That's what I'm alluding to. This is of our people. So this is why this is what laid on my heart. When I mentioned to Brother Ladd about teaching, I said, when I went to sleep that night, he said, what better time? And that's what I want to do. I want to teach my people about being outdoors where you can feel comfortable and you can feel safe. But I want to do two things. I want to read something to you from Scripture. And I'm going to try to make this quick. But Genesis 9, 8 to 17. And this is making reference to watching made
on the side where Paul is, you may get an angle of him and the people.
That was over our camp.
Oh yeah, I seen that yesterday.
Yes.
In Genesis 9, 8 to 17, it says, and God spoke unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, now behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, of every beast of the earth, with you, from all that go out of the ark, to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generation. For perpetual generations. I'm going to say that again. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I, Yah, will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And the next thing, it's so detrimental. You think of how simple a rainbow is. A rainbow. But it means something. It means something between us and Yah. It's very important. And when I saw that over the camp, I just had to kind of, I took a picture of it. I took a picture of a double rainbow. So I'm a nature watcher. I watch and observe it. My surroundings, when I'm outdoors, wherever I am, I'm observing. And you learn more as you observe. The more you make the connection with Yah, the more you see. The next thing is, I know my people. You don't want to go in the woods. You might see a coyote. Or some big horses. So let me give this to you from 2 Timothy. And I'm serious. Once I got this in my heart and my spirit, it was like a burden lifted off me, and I just been free. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 said, for God have not given us the spirit of fear. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Power.
And of love and of sound mind.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Now, I'm going to go straight to what I'm talking about. I want my people to live. I want you to be able to thrive. There's one thing watching I talked about the other day about plants. once I capture that, it's gonna be awesome to learn what plants that are beneficial toward you in your health, medicinal wise, eating, all those purposes. They're there. They're there for us to learn. But we don't take the time to go and learn about a plant. We just go to the grocery store, go to Kroger, Walmart, get what we're going to get, go home. It's already out here laid out in the land. But I want you to survive. And there are several components to survive. You have to have shelter, you need water, and you need fire. Those three are main. There are others, and I'll touch on one of them. Shelter, water, and fire. Okay? The first thing you want to do is make a shelter. Shelters can be just about anything. You have to be perceptive to capture it. Just like in the snow. How many of you have a brother Glad? You see snow, and if you outdoors at the bottom of a tree, what's at the bottom of the tree?
Nothing.
Thank you. That's a shelter. That's a shelter. You move that snow out of the way, when you look, it's bare ground. That's a shelter. You have to be observant to know. You have to kind of get out there to observe and know these things. But that's a shelter. You get up under there, you're dry. Snow's not going to fall on you because the tree is captured. There's so many leaves that are intertwined and bound that it makes a complete space. So if you need to get somewhere and you're in the snow, that's the ideal place to look for. Yep. Cedar trees are special. Cedars and pines that are lower to the ground, you can get under those areas and that's a shelter. Okay? The simplest thing to make a shelter with is a trash bag. A trash bag. You split that trash bag in half, put a rock in each corner, tie a string to it, bam. Tie it to something to stretch it out. Take a stick, push it in the ends to make it well connected. That's a shelter. I hate the word. I hate they ever came up with the word in-rigging, redneck, African American engineering. No, it's improvising.
Yes, ingenuity.
What you have, I'm a repurposer. If I see something, I'll repurpose it. If I can use it, I'll repurpose it. I try to make myself throw stuff away because I've had it too long. Gotta go. Because you get too much, you be like Fred Sanford. So, but that's that principle of having a shelter as easy as taking a tarp and you leaning that tarp. This is not an ordinary tarp. This tarp has a reflective lining.
Yes.
So if I attach this to that tree, carry it over to the side, and lean it, that's my shelter. I will have cover from the weather. Now this particular shelter reflects heat. So if you build a fire in front of it and it's cold, you're warm. Remember that. When you see the thing reflected like this, you can take even the emergency blankets. You have to be careful with those because they're very thin. They will tear. And once they tear, you might as well throw it away. But if you can secure it without tearing it and hold it up, it'll reflect that heat back to you. Even if I wrapped up in this, it reflects my body heat. So you have to know that it doesn't have to necessarily be this. It can be aluminum foil. Reflective. All right, that's shelter. Fire. You don't start a fire. You build a fire.
Right.
Building a fire, it has three components. You have what they call tinder. Now, what starts most house fires in the United States? Brother Paul? No. Not my brother Paul. No. Statistics show that most fires caused in homes are by what? Who said that? Lint. Fryer.
Wow.
That's what this is. Lint. Now,
You done got two shades
you might not.
darker, man.
I can tell you. Right. See this deck right? See this right here? I can take this. Work it.
Cotton balls and Vaseline.
Work it real good. It might be a little down.
I got one of those.
This is a flint of steel. You strike it at 90 degrees,
Yep.
it makes a fire.
Wow.
There you
I
go.
got one of them in the truck.
That's what I'm talking about. What?
You can see it?
Ain't that something?
I got one in the
Yeah, it's
truck.
about to be.
Okay. Wow.
Excuse me. I'm correcting myself. It's the old ass flint. This is a fair cereal rod. Cereal rod.
You can get them in your
This for a couple dollars at Walmart.
yeah, or any outdoor store. You got it.
That will strike it at the angle that will cause fire.
Right.
Cause a spark. Now this is a more knife. That's the kind of knife you need. Please don't go spend your money on a $300 knife. You need a cutting tool that's made of solid steel. You want full tang means the steel runs entirely through the blade. This one doesn't, but it's durable. It's made where it can serve its purpose. But once you strike that steel at that point, with the oxidation, it's a black film on it. Once you knock that off, that's what you got. That's like 3,000 degrees of spark.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep. Burn you. Yep.
All right.
How long does that last?
Till you wear it out. You got hundreds of sparks on it. Till you wear this thing out and it breaks. Then it's time to get a new one. But look at the little impact I put on it. Look at the little impact and look at how many sparks I
How
made.
is it inside the duffel bag on the side?
So if you're not outdoors all the time, this
No,
is
you
last
did not. Yeah, it was inside of the
Now that's the killing. That's the killing that you just pick up off the ground.
Yeah. Inside the bag.
Thank you. The next thing is, one thing they use is cotton balls. Make sure if you get cotton balls, they're 100% cotton. See, now this lint not going to be 100% cotton, but once you put just regular Vaseline on it, you see those hairs on that standing up? Not this. Right here. Vaseline? Vaseline. Just regular petroleum jelly.
Yes.
Watch this now. I can get you to stay in one spot.
Fuel.
Wow.
And that's going to last longer than regular kindling because of the petroleum in it.
Wow.
Now, the tip of that for that is, you know how you eat peanut? That little piece of foil? You take that and put that under there. That's going to keep it even longer because it's going to keep your oils from falling into the ground, from losing the heat. And it stays there even longer. Okay?
Sweet.
Can I say something real quick?
Now, the three parts, let me get back to this. 3 parts of building a fire are kindling, let me back up. Tinder, that would be our tinder example. Kindling will be smaller pieces of wood the size of a pencil or smaller, and then fuel. Okay, your fuel will increase in size as the fire grows. So if you start with the kindling fire, you got it going. You take small sticks and put on top of it, you get it going. You build the fire. Pencil size, thumb size, you go on from there. Once those catch on, then you put the arm size on the fire. Right. As you build it, you increase the size of your fuel. And then your fire is going. You got your shelter first, you got your fire. And if you're out somewhere where you feel like I don't know if it could be in your car, you're jogging, or whatever the case may be, you carry some water. The shortest amount of time you can go without water, and that's why I included it only with the shelter and the fire, is 3 days. So if you're stuck, you need some water. Because if you're there longer than 3 days, you're going to have problems. So you can find aqua tablets in Walmart, water purification devices to purify water, and they're small. They're easy to carry. Put it in the fanny pack. Go, boom. But you have to have the knowledge of how to apply them before you try to go. I'm gonna tell you an example of what happened with me. Kind of old thing happened. I had a new tent bought for a friend of mine. Number one on putting up a tent. And I didn't do it. Always erect the tent before your first camp. Yes. For me. I fought with that tent. The minute tent that I put up, I fought with that tent. And I thought about it. I should have put it up before I left. And then I would have been acclimated to how to do it when I get here. Wow. It almost can't buy up. But this tent was new. And I fought with it. You have to practice. Everything that you do, that comes with practice. Practice. Somebody might want to know what you're doing. Like Brother Lad was walking around his house 7 times. You know what? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm going to make it. Do what you have to do and practice. Practice those things. Fire is tinder, kindling, and fuel. What is the fire triangle? What does it take to make a fire? What does it take to... Come on, brother.
Take oxygen, fuel, and materials, or something like that.
Come on, somebody. Yeah. You got to start it. You got to start it. That's the triangle.
Simple answer.
Oxygen, fuel, and heat. You got to start it. You got to have the fuel to put on it, and it has to have the air to burn. All right? Now, the types of fire lays. There are numerous types of fire lays. You could go forever to make a fire lay. But you want to build that thing where everything that you do for a basic fire, I'm just using these as examples. That's my fire in that pan where it was. Everything that you do is from small to large. You lay it on there, it starts to burn, you lay it on at 90 degrees. You lay the next one on there, 90 degrees. You building it. Yep. And the better you get your fire up, the quicker it takes the larger to burn. Okay? You got a trench fire, you got a TP fire, you got upside down fire. Now that's different. It sounds crazy, but it starts at the top and goes down. Yep. All right. Lean-to fire. You got all different types of fires that can help you do what you need. The trench fire is basically made for cooking. If you're going to put the fire inside the trench, you can just lay your skillet over top of that trench and actually cook. It has a fluted out end, so air comes in, helps with the oxygen, and keeps your fire going while you cook it.
That's the Dakota hole.
Now, Dakota fire pit is different. Dakota fire. That's an awesome device, a way of cooking. It has absolutely almost no smoke. No smoke. You actually dig a hole, and then you dig a hole from the side into the bottom of that hole. That's your oxygen. Now, as you start that fire, you start to apply kindling into that hole, it breathes from the side. So as you put your item on top to cook, the heat is there. No smoke, less observation, knowing you're even there. It's just that type of fire. Okay? Thank you, sister, for that. I missed that one. That was good. Water is important. 3 days. The next one after that from water is food. You can go 3 weeks without food. You may not think about that, but you can go 3 weeks without food. But you need water. Water purification tablets, some kind of water filtration system. Or if you out for a while, you're going to carry a bottle of water, a nice sized bottle of water with you. You have to have it to survive. Now, while you're out there, you know, we have voices. Some of them have lower voices, some have higher voices. But if you want to be found, you need some kind of device where they can hear you. Watch when you hit that whistle the first day. I said, "Look at my brother." Why are you straining your voice?
Playing the dirt.
Now I got one that's loud. I don't want to run everybody off. I didn't bring it out. But you want to be found.
Playing the dirt.
And if you're out in the wilderness and you speaking, hey, help! Help! That only goes so far.
Yes.
Did you hear the echo behind that whistle?
One more time.
Woo. Yes.
It's gonna tell where you. It's gonna help them find your location. You need that whistle when you walk out.
We all need it.
Yeah. Hey! But that's what you want to be found. You want to be able to be heard. You don't want to wear your voice out doing it. Now, food is the last part. It's important also. But if it's only a candy bar, trail snack, a piece of fruit, but in the time of emergency, you're gonna have to ration that thing. You can't eat it all up. You can't drink all your water.
In the dirt.
You have to.
Wow.
You got to maintain. Because what you're done, you will spend your energy building a shelter, gathering materials for a fire to get in to have in front of your shelter, and you're expending energy. So you need to ration everything that you have. It's a piece of gum, or certs, or whatever. You need to ration that accordingly to make yourself to be able to survive and be fine. Okay, that's just the basics of being survival. The one thing that a lot of people use, and this is only the negative on this, is when it's cold. It doesn't act. When it's cold, the pressure is lost. It's different. It just does different things. And you have to be careful. If you don't want to throw them into a fire, they will explode.
Yep.
What is that? Lighter. I just got some tape on it to keep it from pressing the button. But this is the first go-to. But see, I want to trigger some things in your mind. You use this up.
Yep.
This is gonna go. This is gonna go too. But you got more longevity holding on to this one. You would use this first. And it's quick.
Yeah.
Got a little lighter. You ain't got to do all that. So I would have did the two. You know they call it rubbing two sticks together. That's wrong. You're not rubbing two sticks together. You causing friction by fire by friction, but you're not actually rubbing two sticks together. You're rubbing wood together because the temple that's going inside the wood is causing friction. It look like you're rubbing two sticks together because you got a bowl there making the spindle turn. That's not it. It's just down on your base, what you cause the friction in to make the fire. Now, those are the basic principles of surviving. Shelter, water, fire. Food if you got it. Ration it out carefully. Now, one thing I want to do is this the extra. That's the basic survival. I want to just add this to camping. A lot of us got up this morning, we packed our tent, getting out here. Go. When you get home, and see, that's why I haven't taken mine down. I think Paul did the same thing. When you let it dry, let your equipment dry. To have longevity with your equipment, you got to take. You can take an inexpensive item and make it last so one of your kids can use it if you take care of it. That's with anything. But if you let your tent dry, thoroughly dry, clean it out, let it thoroughly dry. When you pack it, it's fine. But if you pack it wet and you don't ever take it back out and let it dry, you're going to cause mildew. You're going to always have that pungent smell and it gets stains in it. And then it doesn't look so good, you know. But you have to, when you get home, it's fine if you already packed up. But when you get home, erect it again in the sun and let it thoroughly dry, and then repack it and put it up for storage. But if you leave that water there, I'm telling you now, you're going to come into
You're going to buy a new one.
mold and it's going to have that funky smell. So it's best to let it dry. The other tip, how many got cold at night? Raise your hand.
I got a little chilly, but not too bad. Just a little.
Part of that problem for getting cold was, and I don't know if anybody did this, part of that problem was sometimes you don't change clothes.
Yeah.
Every time that you go to bed, when I go to bed, I changed mine already, but when I go to bed, I got some wool socks. You change those socks. That's one thing that's killer. Change those socks. So when you get in bed, when your body starts, the temperature starts going down, so your feet are the first thing to go. So you change those socks, you change your clothes. If you got a little, the slightest amount of dampness, once your body temperature drops and you go to sleep, it starts getting cold. Now in the warm weather, you might want that coat, you know, but when it drops a little lower, you want to change. Every night I went to bed, I had on everything I went to bed with was dry. When I went to sleep. You have to do that to maintain your temperature. Okay. The other thing was, and we all did it, I did it too. Don't eat in your camp.
No, your tent.
Or you might get coyotes.
Or horses.
Or horses. That was my example. Did y'all see that horse grab the side of that tent?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
He gonna rip that tent down.
He wanted what was in that tent. That was the when I saw that, I said that's gonna be my example for camping. You should always camp. If I'm camping here, my food area should be probably where the tree is.
Yes.
You want a distance between you and where you eat, because you 99% of the time you're gonna drop some crumbs.
Yeah.
You're gonna drop something that smells good. It can be mint. It can be your mouthwash, your toothpaste. It can be anything that has a fragrance to it. Animals are going to be attracted to that. Now, if you in bear territory, you need to make it a little further. Take it on out a little bit, because what you're doing is, if your food is put up, you don't have anything to worry about. You make a bear bag, hang it to the tree, and it's hanging out here, they can't get it. But what you do is, if they come into your sight, you're not in danger. They're over there. They can come and graze and eat and do what they want to. You over here sleep peaceful, because they're not going to go any farther than that. But if you bring some food from there and to that tent, get ready. You're going to hear them scratching out there. You don't know what that is. You be like the brother out there with the cannon. Boom! You out there shooting because you don't know what it is. But they'll do that. If you bring it from that eating area to your tent, that's it. You've done it.
They're like big ants.
Your
Big ants following the crumbs.
Your tent is for sleeping and dressing. If it's tall enough to stand up in, that's all it's for. Do not eat in it. Do not bring food to your tent. That can keep you from harm's way. I was looking at raccoons from a distance after a loaf of bread hanging from a canopy. You know, I didn't have to worry about them coming over here in my tent because I didn't have any food. So you keep yourself away from the animals because they're here. You respect them. I always remember when God put Adam in the garden. What did He give him dominion over?
All the beasts of the field.
So why fear?
Right.
If you get, the closer you get to y'all, I can only say this, y'all haven't seen it. I don't know if anybody saw the lightning bug that landed on me. I was down in the campsite, lightning bug landed on me, I held my hand out. He landed. I said, hey, what are you doing? You follow me. I stuck my finger here, he crawled up on my finger. I said, where you going? That lightning bug stayed with me because I was at peace with him. He was at peace with me. And when I stuck my finger up here to go this way, he went to the top. When he came back, I did it again. And I said, what are you doing? When I looked at him, he looked at me. Do you hear what I'm saying, people? It's a calming. It's calming. You have no fear. When you bring fear, animals change.
Like that horse.
Just like a dog. People wonder how I walk in the neighborhoods and the wild dogs come out and they don't. I said, get back. You know, one of the dogs ran out of me. I was on a riding mower. This is zero. I'm on a riding mower taking it back to my church member, going down the street, and this little dog runs out off the hill. He gets right in the slope of the I said, oh! He went away. He went back. So I always remember that animals are in fear just like you are. But if you're calm, they're calm. I don't care what kind of creature it is. If you're calm, they're calm. So don't be afraid of the outdoors. That's my whole purpose of this. I want my people to come and be able to enjoy themselves and relax. And if you follow these things, these basic things, you'll absolutely enjoy your experience outdoors. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Hallelujah. Good information.
That's good to know.
Hallelujah.